Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. As you guys all know, I'm very excited to have you here. If you are someone that is looking to start passive income in 2023, this is the channel for you. I'm teaching other Etsy shop owners how to maximize their sales, be visible online, and obviously drive traffic to their shop. I am a social media manager. I have my own business called McLean Marketing, but I love to do the Etsy tips on the side and provide you guys with some value. So if you're someone who wants to get into social media marketing, you want to get into passive income, or you're a small business looking to maximize your potential, definitely like and subscribe. This is the channel for you. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll notice the camera quality is a lot better. I used to be shooting on this Sony vlogging camera, which I love. It is one of my favorite things ever, but I decided that I'm gonna sell this, and I decided to upgrade to the Sony ZV-E10. So the camera quality will be a lot better. I'm using this to shoot client content and obviously for my channel now. Today, I thought I would talk about how to increase your shop visibility and ways that you can ensure that your shop is optimized to the best of its ability so that you can maximize sales well into the future. So if you're interested in learning about your Etsy shop visibility and some tips for and ways to improve it, then keep on watching. If you're someone that has an Etsy shop and you've had one for a long time, this may be a little bit more beginner friendly, but if there's something in here that you haven't used, definitely include that too in your Etsy shop. So let's get right into it, and I will stop the chit chat. So as you all know, and if you're new to Etsy, you're quickly learning, is that there's a lot that goes into having an optimized Etsy shop. So there's things like keywords, because Etsy uses SEO much like Pinterest. It's a search engine and people go there looking for specific products. So that's one issue. Then you have your shop banner, your shop title, your descriptions, your announcements, the marketing that you do for your Etsy shop. So there is a lot that goes into it. Today, I want to make it easy, keep it simple, and start talking about some of the key components to optimizing your Etsy page so that you can begin to make great sales and have a great customer retention. So I'm going to explain a lot more about that today, and I'm going to do a little bit of screen recording so that you can see what I'm talking about, how I have my page set up, and ways that you can improve your overall site. So if you're someone who has a site already going, or you're wanting to enhance your page, or you're honestly brand new, this is a great place to start, especially for the subscribers of mine that have mentioned that they're starting an Etsy shop but they haven't yet launched it. This is what you need to do first, because with an optimized page, then you can optimize your product listings and so on and so forth. So I am just quickly going to go on my desktop here so that I know exactly what I'm talking about, and we will get right into it, and I'll show you some ways that you can do this, and I'll screen record with Loom as always. So let's get right into it, and I will show you what exactly you need to start with. I just want to preface by saying that I specialize in digital downloads. That's what I sell. So these tips are primarily for digital shops, but if you sell physical products, a lot of these will help you as well, especially because everyone needs to have an optimized profile no matter what. So whether you're selling digital products, physical products, whatever the case may be, this video may definitely still be for you, so keep on watching. Number one, and the first tip I always recommend, is to ensure that you have the Etsy apps on your phone. So I not only have the typical Etsy app for shopping, but I also have the Sell on Etsy apps, and I have the Sell on Etsy, which kind of comes with the orange background, and I also have Etsy Seller. So when someone favorites my shop, when they favorite a listing, when they purchase from me, you can quickly follow up with them online. Sometimes digital products tend to, depending on how you're selling it to them, what I tend to do is I put the link, the template link to Canva in a PDF document, and not everyone is able to click that. So what I like to do is every time I get a purchase, I copy the Canva template link from Canva again, and then I send it directly to the customer that purchased my digital product. I do this because it saves them time, because I remember when I first started with my digital shop, I actually had someone reach out to me and they requested to talk to me through like the help file, and they couldn't access the document, and it went to like more of like a concern part of Etsy. So I was contacted from Etsy directly. You want to make sure that you are optimizing yourself so that you have the potential to get the star seller badge. That's what everyone's striving for. And with star sellers, one of the components is that you are answering DMs quickly and effectively. So you're resolving any issues and you're just checking in on your customers. So that's key number one. I use Sell on Etsy to thank everyone for purchasing from me. When they buy, I send them a quick little message. It can be something that you've pre-written out, maybe in the notes folder on your phone, but it's quick access. So when you're on the go, you can be tracking your sales and you can keep track of your marketing. So if you're someone like me who's looking to get to the star seller badge, one of the proponents is that you are answering people within 24 hours. And ideally, you're answering them even faster than that. So having the Sell on Etsy apps will help you optimize your potential on Etsy. So that's a great place to start, especially if you're new to selling on Etsy. You want to make sure that you have a clear shop name. So whether this is personal branding or a kind of like commercial corporate branding, you still want to make sure that you have a quick and effective name. So I run a business called McLean Marketing. So I made my name of my shop McLean Marketing. This is important just because I kind of kept it with my business. So for tax purposes and all of that, it's a lot easier. Also, just to maintain my branding across the channel. So if you already have a certain type of branding, you want to make sure that your shop title reflects that. And if you want to go a different way, maybe your shop title will reflect your niche or the products that you are selling. So that's a great way to look at that. And next is kind of linked with the shop name, but you want to make sure that you have an optimized shop title. So where a shop title appears is just below your name, and you'll see this on a lot of shops, especially those that are high performing. They always have an optimized shop title, because when you go to a page, you want to know exactly what it is that you're looking for. So think about it when you're on Instagram and someone comes to your profile. As a business, you have a bio, and your bio should typically mention what you do, who you serve, what you're selling, and a link to your services. With Etsy, you don't have all that space. You only have so many characters that you can utilize. So what you want to do is really hone in on what it is you will be selling. So say you're someone who I've seen high performing on Etsy and they're selling templates for realtors. Their description will typically be something like easy to use digital templates for the busy realtor. And they're already in their shop title, they're describing who they're serving and what the products are that they will be getting. So make this niche specific. You can use keywords, but to do this, I would definitely recommend looking around at some shops that are kind of more your competition and looking at what they've put and finding a way to incorporate that into you. You definitely want to go to high performing shops and see what they've put. It's something that I always recommend. If you're not looking at your competition, you're missing out on a lot of potential. You definitely have to be able to take a little bit of personal criticism and change up your game if need be. You can change your shop title by clicking on the shop manager and going to settings and then clicking on info and appearance. So that is the second tip. So make sure you have a great optimized name for your business and also a great title. Next is something that I think a lot of people overlook, but it is really important. And this is your shop profile picture or icon. I have personally made my shop picture a logo. I recommend this. Even if you create a basic logo in Canva, there's a lot of templated options that you can choose from. I just think that this is the best approach because you have the ability to create a brand for yourself on Etsy and a way for people to recognize you. So think of some colors that you want to use, maybe pick between 3 colors and write down the hex codes in Canva and create a fun logo just simply by going into Canva, going to the search bar, typing in logo. It'll automatically size everything for you and it will give you a ton of templates that you can work with. It doesn't need to be anything over the top. It just needs to be something that people can recognize you for. And if you already have a logo from before, use the same one. So I use my McLean Marketing logo, and it's quick, it's simple. And the reason why you don't want to just go in there putting personal pictures of yourself is because there's a section right on Etsy where you can actually talk about yourself and introduce yourself. So it just creates an overall authentic look, and it makes you look more reputable when people are shopping with you on Etsy. If you don't have an icon, people kind of feel less trusting to buy from you because they don't know how your products are going to look. Especially with digital products, a lot of it is aesthetics, so you have to make sure that your page is overall appealing to your target audience. So that is tip number 3. Next is really one of the important elements, and I think it's something that's again overlooked, like the icon. But this is your banner itself. I like to say that your banner is another form of your shop title. And the reason why I say this is because you have so much ability to play around with colors related to your logo and branding, and even include a picture of yourself there. So for example, which I'll put over as an overlay on this video, on my Etsy shop, I have a banner that also includes a picture of myself, and it tells you exactly what you will be receiving, templates and downloads. It also is a place where you can put a slogan, or you can talk about any upcoming sales or marketing. So some people will actually, in their bundle, they'll just put bundle 3 items and use code whatever, and you can receive 20% off, or whatever the case may be. This is a great form of marketing, and your banner you can change all the time. So if you want to play around with it, you can definitely change it up as months go on and as sales come about. Obviously, in your marketing section on Etsy, you can make up different sales and coupon codes, so I highly recommend using that. But your banner should definitely kind of showcase what you do, what you sell, and maybe something about you. It doesn't need to be anything insane. Mine's very, very minimalist, as you'll see. But it's a great way to, again, tie in the aesthetics and also showcase anything that is interesting or would be interesting to your ideal audience. You can even put freebies or joining the email list right in your banner as well, but it's just a great way to showcase what it is you do. The one that I haven't really changed, but I can definitely change it. I'm just saying that you need to edit and include a banner if you don't have one already, because it is key to maximizing your potential sales and gaining a consumer base. Not everyone does this, and there's some times where I hadn't even had mine active, but having a shop announcement can definitely help you go pretty far with Etsy. The reason why shop announcements exist is kind of like, you know how I said with the banner, you can include upcoming sales, your freebies, some language to encourage email signups, different things like that. Your shop announcement basically is going to update your clients and followers of current sales, any upcoming sales, current bundles that are happening. It's basically just keeping everyone in the loop, especially those who are visiting your shop for the first time. It may actually entice them to check out your products and buy them. And if they don't buy them in that current moment, they'll definitely save them for later and probably buy them from you a little bit later on. So a shop announcement is also very, very key. These may seem like basic things, but this is great for creating and setting yourself up for a great digital shop. Next is a message to buyers. So I always say customer service is key, and keeping your customers in the loop is key. So you want to include something so that you're always kind of there when your clients need you. So setting up a message to buyers, an automatic message, is super key, because it basically is an automated message that will be sent to your shoppers from Etsy. It's also included in an email when shoppers are buying products from you. So it's a great way to kind of showcase who you are, a little bit of your personality, why you are so grateful to have someone as a customer. And again, it just helps with overall customer service. I've had people that I've kind of gone a little bit of the extra mile for and kind of sent them some follow-up, asked them how things were going, and the response is always that they will buy from me again. And then if I give them a coupon code, I notice I get a purchase from them very, very soon. So it's not always just about the aesthetics, it's always about how you treat people and how you take care of your customers. So this is very important, and it's automated. So if you're asleep at night and someone makes a purchase or something happens there's something going out to them even when you sleep. Especially with digital shops, everything is passive income. So if you don't have to be answering emails at 3 a.m., then it's great that you don't have to. With the shop icon is the profile picture. Like I mentioned, people want to know who it is behind the brand. I find nowadays, especially what I've learned in marketing as a social media manager, is that people want to shop from people. Gone are the days where people just connect with the brand if the brand isn't connecting with the people. So one way that you can really set yourself up for success is having a great About Me page with a clear picture of yourself, like a nice little portrait photo, and you can say why you started this shop and what it means to you when you get a new order. So this is just a great way to showcase everything. Once you start to get listings, you will notice that there's an option to create featured listings, and these are basically the best sellers. So if you notice people are favoriting an item a lot, or they're starting to buy an item more than the others, those are typically the items that you want to have featured. So for myself, I put my highlight covers and my real estate templates. That would be my featured item. But for anyone else, it could be like your best-selling physical product or whatever the case may be. You just want to set it up so that your highly converting products are right there, so that even if someone visits your page very briefly, they're more inclined to save a product for later or buy it right there on the spot. So that is another tip. You want to make sure that you have shop sections. So I have created sections based off of the products that I sell. This isn't as necessary if you're someone who has a very, very specific niche, but because I am selling marketing templates for business owners, I have something in real estate, I have something in lash businesses, beauty, aesthetics, all that kind of stuff. So I will have a section for example, highlight covers, real estate templates, birthday invitations, like whatever the case may be. You just want to make sure that you have sections to break up your content. You also want to make sure that you keep everyone in the loop. So any shop updates that come up, definitely put that into your announcement. You don't want to have an announcement from a year ago and it's not relevant. You want to keep people in the loop month by month so that they feel like they can continue to come back and shop from your site. Lastly, which I think is really important, is shop policies and frequently asked questions. So if you're someone who is selling digital products, it's really important to let people know that once they purchase, they cannot get a refund, especially because a digital product is an instant download. People have access to that right away, so they can't be getting their money back or exchanging it for something else. It's not a physical product where, something went wrong. I only would ever give a refund if something really wasn't working, a link wasn't working, and it's too much of a hassle to try and keep $5 from a listing. But your frequently asked questions should be anything that you start to receive over time that you think is relevant. You can include frequently asked questions in your shop announcement page. You can add FAQs directly from the shop manager. So that is it. I wanted to keep this video pretty short and sweet, but I want you to definitely take a pen and paper if you need it and write down these ideas so that you can have an optimized Etsy shop. So thank you guys for watching. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm super, super excited to have you here. I love getting all of your comments, and lately I've been reading all of them and commenting on them and getting back to you with all of that. So if you love Etsy, you're starting your passive income, you want a little bit of a mentor in someone, I'm here to help you, and I'm even offering real life coaching if that's something that you ever need. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you guys very, very soon.